Time and time again, we have seen major developments in the leaking community, from the creation to F-model to tools that bypass encrypted keys for files. However, one phenomenon we have yet to really see and experience that often due to how rare it is something called inciting. For those who don't know, inciting is when a beta tester or someone of the sort starts giving leakers and content creators secret information that isn't normally seen in the files until months or even years later, and sometimes it could be information that Epic Games decides to completely scrap. As you may or may not remember, a long time ago, it was leaked there would be a Leviathan LTM, which never came to the game. Now, an example of this was at the start of Chapter 2 Season 1, where someone who is a quality assurance tester for Epic Games leaked the Chapter 2 map early, and despite everyone, myself included, thinking this was a concept image, it turned out to be real and it resulted in Epic Games suing the insider. Information from insiders is usually quiet until recently when a sudden burst of insiders hit the scene with the release of Chapter 2 Season 3. Some believe this is a publicity stunt, however, it appears to be way more than that, with dates for upcoming content and cosmetics being mentioned publicly, and most recently, whole entire keys to access encrypted files being given to leakers, resulting in a full loss of confidentiality for the files that are encrypted. How is it going, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, we will be uncovering and discussing the recent insider issue happening in the world of Fortnite data mining, and how bizarre the situation has just simply become. Before we get into today's video, however, I wanted to mention that 69.2% of the people who watch the content on this channel aren't currently subscribed, so if you would like to get notified when I make new content, consider subscribing, and while you're down there, drop a like on the video. Without further ado, let's get right into today's video. It all started back in Chapter 1, Season 3, where the user on Reddit, Internet Adam, posted on the Fortnite Battle Royale subreddit, and the post simply was titled, "Spoilers for Season 4 Battle Pass and Meteor." In this post, Adam stated that the meteor would hit Dusty Depot, which at the time was Depot, which is now Divot, and now actually isn't even in the game, and not tilted as many suspected back then. That the Chapter 1 Season 4 Battle Pass would also feature a superhero theme with at least 2 hero skins and at least 2 villain skins, and that Epic would have preferred to update places weekly, stating that Epic feels like they wasted opportunity with Tilted Towers going up all at once. They would rather have bulldozers and a few raising cranes one week, and then one building go up the next week, 2 buildings the following week, etc. This was the first time we had ever seen an insider at Epic Games, or at least the first time we saw an insider blow up for the information he mentioned. Being seen everywhere from YouTube videos to Twitter posts to Reddit threads and more. The thing that set this insider aside from other leakers in the past is that these were all words of mouth and not images of upcoming content or official dates when specific things would happen. The most crucial part of me mentioning this original insider is the one leak he provided back in Season 3 of Chapter 1. He said Moisty Myers would be gone by the end of Season 4. Now obviously when Season 4 launched, Moisty Myers still existed and received some updates. But when we got Season 5, Moisty Myers was removed from the game and replaced with Paradise Palms. The reason I want to draw attention to this specific line is because this proved that before Season 4 even came out or really had a lot of teasers / information released about it, someone who worked at or for Epic Games had leaked a change that would be coming 2 seasons later, all the way up to Season 5, Chapter 1. Based off this knowledge, this means someone who has been getting insider information, for all we know, could be your favorite YouTubers, and they may already have information on what's going to happen for Chapter 2, Season 5 of Fortnite. Now imagine having a YouTuber you watch who is just like experiencing an event or something, but they knew 2 seasons ahead of time that it was going to happen. That would be a little bit awkward in my opinion if it ever came out that, oh, his reaction was completely fake. Now fast forward to Chapter 2 Season 1, and we got the first major reappearance from an insider at Epic Games who leaked a prototype version of the Chapter 2 map during the time everyone was stuck in the black hole, with only a Durr Burger minigame free for them to play. The person who leaked the Chapter 2 map ended up getting sued by Epic Games, and my favorite line from this lawsuit simply states, "A trade secret is information that is valuable because it is secret. If it loses its secrecy, it loses its value. A secret can no longer surprise those to whom it has already been disclosed." For those who quite don't understand what this is saying, it's basically saying a secret shared between Epic Games and its employees is valuable due to it being, well, a secret. And if that information reaches the public, it no longer holds any value due to being disclosed to the public. There was, however, insiders lurking in the shadows, using different names to hide their identities and contacting YouTubers such as Tabor Hill to tell them trade secrets about upcoming events, seasons, and more. Now, all of the insiders from the past were, as far as I know, the only game testers who didn't officially work for Epic Games. However, when Chapter 2 Season 3 hit, so did the insiders, and they hit hard. While we don't know if this was another game tester or someone who works at Epic Games directly, this was definitely an interesting situation as tons of information was released to the public. Before the season came out, the skins in the Battle Pass got leaked, big changes for the season got leaked, including the gimmick of water levels lowering throughout the season and so much more. The further we got into Season 3, however, the bigger the insider information got. Most recently, an insider at Epic Games gave a data miner the keys that decrypted the currently encrypted cosmetics. This is major because encrypted files were added to make it harder for leakers to leak some of the skins that came out each update, so there would still be some surprises. Within the past month, encrypted files were decrypted due to Epic Games having an insider giving out the key to a small group of people such as Hypex early, item shops being leaked, Captain America being leaked including a scrapped Captain America item shop background, Black Manta from Aquaman coming to the item shop with a confirmed release date being the 16th, and the official release date for Cars being on the 21st of this month. The reason I mention all of this information is because I want to start a discussion between myself and my fellow champs or champettes. I personally don't agree with having an insider leaking all the information about upcoming updates for a few reasons. Reason number one is because it makes our job as data miners less important. Because if someone who works at Epic Games tells people secret information, suddenly the world knows about it before it's even added to the files for data miners to talk about. So this gives the data miners who have a big following a higher advantage over new people who are trying to join the scene, as if this insider information gets any bigger than it already is, it could lead to data miners basically not really needing to do their job at all because there's just an insider being like, here's the encrypted keys, here's what's happening within the next 3 months, here's the big dates for the events, the storyline, and everything. And it just kind of ruins the surprise that Fortnite likes to build, especially with events, which is why they've made leaking events harder as time has gone on. Now, the second topic, on the other hand, is something that I call a content drought. A content drought is where YouTubers suddenly start scrambling for things to make videos about so they can still create daily or semi-daily content for their followers. Depending on what someone makes content on, this can be harder or easier for the YouTuber due to some relying strictly on news for upcoming stuff in Fortnite, while others are more of a funny moments or discussion channel. Because of this, with an insider leaking information early, this means that they could have leaked something that was planned to come out in a month, and by the time it comes out in a month, that's old information, so if you report on it again, unless there's been major changes or more information that came out on top of the information we already knew, there's no reason to talk about it. And it kind of just ruins the surprise in a little bit. I don't know. I just don't really agree with it, considering that due to Tabor Hill's leaker, he had Season 3's Battle Pass got leaked when they mentioned Female Black Knight, Aquaman, water levels. All of that got mentioned ahead of time, and it even leaked Party Royale, like this update right before it came out, which is crazy. Now, I disagree with future updates being leaked before they are already out, because obviously it's dumb in my opinion, and I don't want someone to risk their job just to give the Fortnite community early access to news. But let me know in the comments down below how you feel about the insider situation going on. What I've mentioned today is mainly just my opinion with a few facts scattered around in there. And with that, my name is FireMonkey, and I am signing off. Have a great day or night, and peace.